let's focus on some stuff, a little bit of hindsight here, and focus on some stuff that has worked with Rainbow Theory and Rainbow Trends this week. Because there's been a lot of stuff that guys in the Discord have been doing for a long time. And I want to take this part of the stream segment, now we're 40 minutes in, to talk Wyckoff. Because a lot of trades over the past probably 18 months have been Wyckoff setups that the Rainbow Trends dude, shout out Mally, shout out Doppel, shout out Underdog, shout out all those dudes who've been killing it. Like I said, I forget names. They killed a lot of stuff. And they did a lot of stuff, and they caught a lot of stuff that most people couldn't catch in real life trading. 9 times out of 10, people that post on Twitch about like Wyckoff charts, they post about it in hindsight, and then they line everything up and they say, look how perfect it is. You're an idiot for missing it. And then you ask them, did they trade it? They're like, no. Or they lie. Whatever. People are really good at Photoshop. So I wanted to focus on this. Even the schematics here you're seeing do not agree. These change. People argue about them. It's very, very complicated. Most people can't trade these in real time. There's like 2 people in this world that I have confidence can actually trade a Wyckoff setup. 2. So keep that in mind. But also keep in mind, not everything is textbook Wyckoff, but you can add colors to this stuff. And that's where you really start to get interesting things happening. And this was some of the trades that I've been playing with, Malifestro and some other ones. A lot of them were automakers this year. Now, this is like the stereotypical thing, and people will sit there and go to war on Twitter about which a spring needs to be here versus here, time, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care. Truth be told, price goes up or down. And then it wiggles. And then it goes up or it goes down. That's it. That's what the whales do over and over, and you don't have to argue with it. And right now, unlike Bitcoin, Bitcoin has gone up and it's wiggling. And now people are arguing, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? That's the whole argument. That's like terabytes of data on Twitter. That's what servers are cooking up. Like there's satellites around the world doing tweets all over this. They want to overcomplicate this thing. Truth be told, Rainbow Trends, Rainbow Theory, using algos, everything else, this looks like a mess of a chart. Let me clean it up. Let me take some stuff off of here. Runner bot, channel walker off. We just want to look at colors and we want to look at levels. Price newt. Price formed pivots on the bottom. Started layering in pivots on the bottom. We got an order block here. We shot up. We rolled over, and we started realizing this is the top range. This green part's the bottom range. Price is now doing this, wiggling. Top, bottom, right? Now, catching this in the moment as it prints is really, really hard. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's very, very hard. Now, typically what you'll see the Rainbow dudes do, they can catch the bottom and the preliminary supports, and then we can kind of wait for a top, and then we know it's going to get choppy, and then we start looking for this damn mountain to form a creek, and then we jump the creek, we move out, we SOS, and then all things are hunky-dory, or we were wrong, it retraces and goes back down. Remember, it goes up or down, that's it. Can't go backwards. It goes up or goes down. Regardless, they're going to chop you up in Wyckoff. It's what it's supposed to do. This little thing here, this is supposed to give you that biggest damn glimmer of hope that we're going to do all-time highs. Doesn't happen. Retraces, forms this damn creek, and then takes you to a lower low, typically, per the schematic. Right there, just that little lower low. Gets you to, like, absolutely crap your pants. And then they full send it, right? Now, I am not a Wyckoff guy. I've got collars all over my damn chart to show you one thing that, like, I'm far from it. But we can trade these patterns and trade these setups because the whales repeat these year-round, 365, 24/7. bottom range, top range, wiggle, creek, bam. I normally can catch the preliminary support in a bottom print based off just colors, and then I can see this when it forms. Once I get preliminary support, bottom, top range, I've kind of got enough to think, okay, if that's the bottom, that's the automatic reaction top. I probably got a resistance channel here, and I probably got a support down here. I'm not gonna try to trade this stuff because I want to see this chop that eats people. And once I see the chop, I start looking for this to form. And then I warn people, hey, chill the F out here, because if it doesn't go, be really, really careful because it's gonna bleed. And then we start looking for springs, and you see people talking in the Discord forever for spring, jump the creek. And if you could get that damn jump the creek thing, that is the easy trade. And you can ride it all the way up to here. Target, I'll cover that in a minute. That one actually closed this week. Ford, I'm still long. Not that this is not an art show. And you can see my alert here. So it says sell Ford now. I wanted that price, $14.51. And prior to this mess up with the daily close, we actually touched that bottom wick, which was 13.95. So instead of getting like 41%, I could have got out at 36% and been a winner, but I set it too high. So I apologize to myself. I'm still in the green, but the point being is, like, this is, you want to talk about like real traders doing real stuff with freaking rainbow charts? I can tell you one thing, money's green. You can call it goofy, you can blow it off. The people that have been with me for years can tell you it pays for itself. It's worth it. So it's however you can put it. It can give you a better edge. And if you got a better edge, you're going to be more profitable. That's all I can say. But anyway, that is the setup. Now, moving on to GM. Do you see something similar? Do you see a bottom form, a top form? Chop, 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 chop. Creek. Jump the creek. Boom. And this one made it through kind of like what we were expecting in SOS, but it wasn't perfect. And like I said, this stuff isn't perfect. But if you keep it simple, look for like some preliminary support stuff, albeit this didn't really show a preliminary support, but we definitely got a resistance bottom. We got a clear automatic reaction. So SCAR, secondary test. And then we just need to look for chop. And then we want to look for this mountain dash creek thing, because no one talks about what the hell that thing's called. They just talk about the jump across the creek. And right there, your bad boy is your damn spring. Spring. And it's a lower low. And what's the lower low do? Everyone capitulates. They sell at a loss. And guess what? The big boy whales, they get effing long. So I know there are multiple traders in the Discord right now that have GM positions. Long this and ride it up. From the Pico bottom, we're up 74% on an auto stock. Now, other people who waited for like above the order block range, that was still a 22% trade. 30% to the top of the order block. I mean, like, I'm just telling you guys. You talk about rainbows and real action. These are real trades that happened in the Discord with real people trading like colorful charts. And that's how I can make Wycoff make sense to me, and hopefully make Wycoff make sense to you, because most people don't start talking about Wycoff charts until they're like here at the resistance level. Hey, this looks like an SOS. Well, that's great. If it's not, it fully retraces. But your entry was over here, and you didn't start talking about springs until after the fact. And I don't know about you, but I don't know how of a way to make an exchange give me a entry in the past. So you have to be on top of this and be patient, because this will chew you up. It's designed to eat your emotions. And that's kind of like the safe play. But by God, do you have to wait for it? You have to wait for this damn creek to form. You keep trying to bite at the wrong times. It can suck. There are some people that will low time frame trade this and do really, really well. For me, I wait for this area. I can see this. I can see this. I definitely can see that. And then I've got my order blocks. Wait for the creek. I see the creek here. This is my easy trade. So anyway, what's up, Vanity? Does this happen at all time frames or just daily or higher? To answer your question, it's a high time frame thing. I have never, ever, ever seen somebody actually trade Wyckoff stuff below like an H4. I've seen people try to apply like Wyckoff to like 1 minute charts, and it's really just, not to quote a president, but it's really malarkey. Occasionally you will see this stuff like show up. Like here's 5-second candles. Shout out the please bug me because I have the updated main indicator that can actually tune down to 10 seconds. I need to kick that out the door, and it's not on Fletch, it's on me. Anyway, Fletch thoroughly broke it and I fixed it. I just haven't released it yet. It's just so hard to release stuff. Anyway, typically I only look at stuff on like H4 or higher for these Wyckoff setups. Typically the big boys, you got to remember, like going back to that whale chart, your big beluga or your big blue whale, they can't turn fast. They have to move slow. Really slow. And you want to know where the big boys are turning because the big boys can change the tide levels. The little guys who can do quick turns can't really macro move stuff. So I see a lot of people like argue like, hey, there's a Wyckoff setup on like 5-minute candles. It looks textbook. It does. And then you'll see it be like to the absolute T to like the most technical schematics, right? Like it's textbook, but it's on 30 seconds, and then price will just do the absolute opposite thing at the end of the chart. So with that being said, don't ask me. If you can do it on 30 seconds, teach me how to do it. That's the truth. I'm showing you guys how I figured it out, and to be honest, this was a really weird way to figure it out. Applying rainbow and whales and algorithms was a really weird way, but it worked. But if you can do it low time frame, dude, post it up in the Discord. Come talk to us in the roundtable that's going to kick off in about 10 minutes in the Discord and teach us how, because I would love to see how to do it, because I just don't think it's a thing. Because if you look at like lower time frames, you're going to be looking for like Wyckoff setups in this, and there's just not enough time to do it. And you're not going to get like a full Wyckoff schematic in that. That's just my thoughts on it. So anyway, Vanity, I hope you appreciate the new mic as well as the new sound filter on it. So anyway, give me 1 second because Malifestro dropped a link and I need to check it. So I don't know what this is. I've never seen it before, but Mally sent it. Retracement, reversal, consolidation, expansion, and then price delivery in the central. That's really it. People like want to argue and overcomplicate things. Truth be told is you need to get good to know when your setup's coming. Not after the fact. You need to know it in the moment. Forget the lagging, forget the leading, because the leading stuff has low percent hit rates. And the lagging stuff has really great hit rates, but you can't get entries in the past. So all that mess, just studying this like crazy so I can grab that. I can't tell you how to trade these, but that's what I try to get. So keep that in mind. But anyway. Eat emotions and eat up. Anyway, yeah, man. If you want to know, check us out at rainbow-trends.com. Sorry, I thought I had that link up. You can check out all our tools on there. And it looks like, yeah, the link went through. Sorry, I'm dual streaming, so I'm trying to like do a chat through OBS, which then relays back to you guys, but hopefully that works. And also, speaking of that, if you guys are interested, definitely show the YouTube channel some love, because that is where we archive all of these streams, where we have the deep learnings, as well as the clips and the interviews and all that stuff. Definitely give us a follow, give us some likes, give us some dislikes, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, we can go from there. But on this huge Wyckoff schematic, on a GM, on a company I'm not crazy about, I kind of like Toyotas and Fords better than GM. Don't shoot the messenger. I do like C5 Corvettes. Did you guys know the Gen 1 Chevy Avalanche, they made a 2500 version with an 8.1 liter V8 with a 500 cubic inch engine? I just recently found out about these. They're really cheap. It's kind of a weird, goofy truck, and it has one of the biggest gas engines ever put in a vehicle. And they're dirt cheap. Nobody wants these things. These are like 15 grand. They suck gas, but like you want a really cool kind of like luxury truck to go haul a boat 400 miles. This is your guy. Anyway, just wanted to show that out. I found a cool truck I didn't know what it was about, and they're starting to get some love and some appreciation because they're super rare. That 8.1 was basically like Chevy's like, all right, you want diesel torque, but you don't want a diesel. We'll build this monstrosity of a motor. Now, moving on from the Avalanche, we could talk off-road more if you want. We could, but you want to talk about skin in the game? There's an actual target. There's a target. No, there's a target. 25% long swing that I got on this. And I took multiple entries because I thought that was going to be the spring, and then it bled out lower, and then it fully retraced, and I ended up longing later. Mally beat my butt to a pulp on managing this, but I did get my piece, and you guys want to say it's a LARP, that's an actual screenshot of the position like 2 minutes before I closed it. So, good management, no, but sticking to kind of a plan, yeah. And this is another example. This isn't GM, this isn't Ford, this isn't Toyota. This is just the same damn chart where I was setting up to jump across the creek. And if you want to put the channel walker tool on here, it'll jump across here. And that's kind of like the creek jump that I look at, as well as trying to get back into my order block. If you can reclaim order blocks, you can see how like this stayed below the order block, and then this actually got its butt in there. I really, really like that. And then we longed it back to the top. And I've almost got out of my damn Ford position today. But I set my stop loss too high. On the target one, I took it out on the bottom pivot. On the Ford, I went higher. I'm sorry. I thought the Broncos and the Mustangs were going to do good. I'm sorry.